Alright, this is Sean Klotz at Silverado Golf and Country Club. We're continuing our series here through the YouTube videos. We're going to talk about ball position today. This is another question that's asked quite a lot as we do our teaching and instruction. Where is the correct ball position for my clubs? Am I in the right spot? There's two different schools of thought here. Basically, one school of thought says the ball should be positioned in the same spot for every club. That's kind of more of like a Jack Nicklaus, Jim Flick type of theory. Then there's another school of thought that basically says you should move the ball position depending on which club you have in your hands. I'm kind of more of that second school of thought. I believe that as the clubs get longer, we should move the ball position more towards our front side. So we're going to discuss that. So I've got an 8-iron in my hand here, and as I stand and get ready to hit the shot this way, basically what I'll do is I'll go ahead and separate my feet, and I'm trying to, as much as I can, feel like this ball position is dead in the middle of my body. I want to feel like it's right even with my belly button. 8-iron, basically sand wedge, pitching wedge, we may start a little bit further back, and I say that a little bit further back, trying to not really even give clarity. I want it to be a little further back. I want you guys to kind of figure out where that spot should be, where the best impact position for you is. But when you get to the pitching wedge, the 9-iron, 8-iron, and 7-iron, especially 9, 8, and 7, we're going to position those in the middle of our stance for those three clubs. So again, middle ball position is right here, right in the middle of your stance. As I work with some people, sometimes they think that middle ball position is here, and we'll discuss that that's not where the middle of the stance is. The middle of the stance is right in the middle part of your body. 8-iron position there. The reason why we put the ball position there is every iron shot that you hit, we are trying to hit at the bottom of the arc of the swing. So that's kind of like a fancy term, but what that means is, as I make my downswing, I want to make sure that I come through impact and I'm hitting the ball right there at the bottom of the swing. If I had that ball positioned back here in my stance, that wouldn't be the bottom of my swing. I'd still have some room to bottom the swing out, so I'd be hitting it behind the ball or hitting it fat. If I had the ball positioned too far forward, the bottom of the swing would be basically right here, and I'd be hitting it on the upswing or coming up on the ball. I don't want to do that again. On all my iron shots, I want to hit them at the bottom of the arc of the swing. One of the best drills I can give you to go figure out what that is to go to a fairway bunker and try to practice out of a fairway bunker and make sure you find the bottom of your swing. When I was up at Augusta watching Vijay Singh, he was practicing. He was out there for about a half an hour just working on that one part of his game because he wanted to find that bottom part of his swing. So those are the irons. So the 8-iron, again, that 8-iron ball position is going to be in the middle, 7-iron ball position in the middle. The 6-iron is the first club that I have in my bag where I start moving towards my front side. And you can see what I did was I actually moved my left foot this way, and I moved my whole body that way. When I get to a 5-iron, I'm going to move about another half an inch. My 4 hybrid or my 3 hybrid, I'm going to start moving so it's just inside the left heel. That's what I'm trying to get to. When I get to the 3-wood, I'm going to be just off of my left toe, and then as I get to my driver, we're going to get off the left toe in general. The reason why that is, again, those hybrids are longer clubs. The driver is the longest club. So the difference, there was no reason in my head why we would play these two clubs in the same ball position. I would definitely want the driver to be played in a different ball position, and the loft, kind of hard to pick up on the camera, but obviously the loft is completely different on a driver, 10 degrees, 10.5, 11, versus an 8-iron, which is usually roughly about 38 degrees or even 40 degrees in some cases. So we're trying to play these two in two different ball positions. The driver is going to be played, again, left toe here, up off this front foot. The reason being, the driver has 10 degrees of loft. So as I come through my impact position, okay, that's the bottom of the swing right here, as I stated with that 8-iron. Now I am actually hitting this ball on the upswing. When I hit the ball on the upswing with the driver, it's going to give me the optimum launch angle. I'm going to be able to carry it a little bit further and maximize my distance. So making sure your ball position is correct with each club is very important. Hopefully this made sense. If you need further questions, come and see us at Silverado, and thanks for your time.